Hello everyone, Courtney here from How to Loom Your Dragon. Welcome to part 4, I believe it is, of Dragon from Shrek. So far you should have done parts 1 through 3 and have the front legs and the head and top of the neck done. In this portion we will be doing her wings. So you do need your 3 looms lined up, okay, in the rectangular format. And let's begin. We are going to be using all burgundy bands for this part. Okay, her wings and veins are all the same color, it looks like, from all the pictures I've looked at. So we're going to be taking 2 at a time. And just follow me as we go. Actually, you know what? Start on this side. I'm going to lift these 2 and just put 2 bands here and then replace these. Okay. Lift up these 2, put 2 diagonally like that, and replace those 2. There's a method to my madness. It's called perfectionism. Okay. There's no double looping yet. Those were all just 2 bands at a time. Okay. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my hook. Whoops, I'm going to take a band and I'm going to wrap it, creating 5 loops on my hook. Then I'm going to take 2 bands, pull that band onto the hook, reclaim the end and attach that right here. Okay, I'm going to make another one. Take 2, pull on, We claim and attach that to this guy. Turn it. Okay, like that. Alright, let's put some horizontal bands on. So taking 2 at a time. That was a double looped. This is a double looped here as well. So the only double looped bands we did so far. Oops. Okay, double loop, double loop. So there's 4 double looped bands here, 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 and here. Okay, the rest are all doubles. Okay. Now, we're going to start to loom, so first we're going to go under this thing we attached, grab the top 2, loop them. Okay, grab the next 2, oops. Grrr, get back here. You little rascal, you. Okay, if it comes off, it's not a big deal as long as it's attached there, okay? Alright, start down here, loop up this guy, and this guy, and this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. Okay, then we want to go all the way down to the bottom here, to the bottom 2 bands, and loop them up. Okay, and now we are just going up each column. Now, like we did before, we're taking bands of a random color. I'm just using this pearl pink here, and just tying off the 7 ends. Okay. So there we have the tip done. Okay. Alright, great. So now we're going to do part 2, so put this aside. And now we're taking 3 bands. Okay, so 3 bands here, and 3 bands here, and 3 bands here, 3 bands here, 3 bands here, 3 bands here. Okay, I'm going to take 2 and bring them like that. 2 here. And 2 here. Okay, so these are all just 2 bands at a time. This one actually goes up. Yeah, there we go. lift these two up, put two here, and then replace these. Okay, we're going to make the wing claw. Stick a band, wrap it, creating 5 loops on your hook. Double loop the band onto your hook. Pull it on, reclaim, then take 3 bands. Pull it on, reclaim, and wrap around right there. Okay? Alright, now we're going to put on an end here. So take a band, wrap it around your hook, creating 5 loops, then just take 2 bands onto your hook, pull that onto there, reclaim, and wrap that around here, and turn. Okay, we're going to double loop a band here, and here, and here. Okay, take 2 here. Alright, now we're taking 2 at a time. I'm going to go across here. Double loop 1 here. Okay, double loop 1 here. Take 2. Take 2. Take 2. 2. 2. 2 here. Double loop. Double loop here. Sorry if you can't really see. Hopefully this is all visible to you. Double loop here. Double loop here. Take 2 at a time. Oh wait, no, we don't need to double loop here. Sorry. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. 2 here. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to take the wing, and we're attaching the 7 loose ends to these 7 pegs down here. Hold it so that it's bending upward. Okay, otherwise you'll have a strangely bent wing if you don't. Okay, we're going to attach all the loose ends onto the pegs. Make sure you go through the loops and not between the loops as you attach. Otherwise the wings will, as you know, come apart when you take the tying bands off, which we don't want. Okay, great. So I'm going to loop up this column. Okay, we're stopping here. We're not going up anymore right now. Okay, we have to pull this back and loop these guys. So let's loop this guy first. Then we want to grab the other diagonal. And then last but not least, the middle guy. Alright, and then we can loop up here. Up to here. Then we're going to go back down and loop up grabbed the wrong bands there. Make sure you only grab the bands you're supposed to grab, okay? Okay, now we're going to go in here. Okay, take 2 random color bands, tie off these 2 ends, and we're going to extend it a tiny bit, just a little bit. Carefully take it off. Be very gentle. Okay, before I extend it, I'm going to take off the tying bands. Okay. Okay, I'm just going to extend it a little bit. So I'm taking 3 burgundies here and 3 here. And 3 here and 3 here. Okay, I'm going to double loop 1 between those 2, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to attach the 2 ends, pull off the tying band. So I'm going to attach one end here. Oops. Other end here. Okay, I'm going to pull up the top 3 bands in each set. I'm going to double loop 1 more burgundy between them and then replace them. Alright, and then I'm going to loop and tie off these 2 ends now. Okay? So we just made that base of the wing a tiny bit longer. Yay, okay, so this is the base of the wing. We're just going to do a couple veins. It's very simple to make the veins. Okay, so you're going to take a burgundy, you're going to wrap it, creating 3 loops on your hook. Don't do any more than 3 loops, otherwise it's going to be really hard to attach the vein. Okay, we're going to double loop and reclaim. And we're going to do this 17 times. So here's number 2, double looped, reclaimed, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to take the wing, okay, and we want to hold it so it's bending upward, okay? The veins are going to be on the bottom of the wing, not on the top. Unless you want to make more for the top later, that's up to you. Alright, I'm going to wrap these loops around this spike here at the bottom, okay? So these loose loops here that are still on the hook, it's a little tricky and it's going to take you a minute to get probably. We have to somehow open them up and stick the spike through them. Alright, now once you've got that on, we're going to go through the 3 loops of the cap band and wrap those around the claw. It's a little tricky, that's why you shouldn't have done more than 3 loops, otherwise it's really hard to get around there. Okay. Alright, got it around the claw, good. Okay. Now I'm going to take a burgundy band, and to kind of secure this to the wing we're just going to do a slip knot in it. So I'm going to like lay it flat, okay? I'm going to go through 2 of the horizontal bands here and then stick my hook through one of the sets of the vein and then through 2 more horizontal bands like that. And we're just going to pull a burgundy band through all of them like that. Take your hook and go under the vein to grab the other loop, bringing it back to the other side and then doing a slip knot with it. Okay, and then we're going to hide the slip knot in the wing somewhere, so you can just kind of lift up some of the bands and just hide it by like zigzagging it through or something. Okay, we don't want to C-clip it in there because you don't want to see any C-clips. Okay, so just hide it however you want to hide it in the wing. Okay, so there's a vein. Okay, you're going to make another vein, but instead of 17 attached, you're going to do 23, so it's a little bit longer. Alright, so let's say I made my vein with the 23 of the double looped bands. Now I'm going to open up the hole again and put it through this spike. Okay. Okay. Then, like we did before, we're going to go through the 3 loops and wrap them around the claw again. Alrighty, and we're going to tie them down, okay, just like we did with the other ones. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 spots this time. Instead of just one in the middle, I'm going to do one up here and one down here, okay? So you want to make sure it's flat. Okay, go through horizontal band, then through a set, then through 2 other horizontal bands, grab the band and pull it through. Oops. Go under the vein to grab the other end and do a slip knot with it. Slip knot. Okay. And again, we are going to hide that like that, okay? And I'm going to do it down here, okay? Same exact thing. Sometimes it'll end up looking squiggly, but just do your best with it, honestly. You can just fix it and redo them if the vein looks weird. Okay. Okay, so that's how you do it. So there is a wing with a veins. Okay. Okay, backside doesn't have the vein, the underside has the vein. Okay. Alright, so what you're going to need to do now is go back and make a second wing. I would mirror it so it is bending the opposite direction. Otherwise you'll have 2 wings that are bent weird. Or 1 wing would be bent backwards, okay? So if you don't know how to do that, just hold your screen in front of a mirror and you'll see what I mean. Okay? So make your other wing and then move on to the next part and we will work on probably her back legs. Alright, see you over there, everyone.